in a decision that has sparked widespread backlash across the Canadian hockey community. The Edmonton Oilers have reportedly ruled Carter Hart out of their goaltender search, labeling him a non-starter. The statement comes just days after Hart, along with 4 other former members of the 2018 World Junior team, was acquitted of criminal sexual assault charges, while the Ontario court cleared all 5 men of legal wrongdoing. The NHL has yet to complete its own independent conduct review, and some teams, like the Oilers, are making their positions known loudly. The Oilers' public dismissal of Hart as a potential signing has ignited a wave of social media outrage, particularly among fans who believe in redemption and second chances. On platforms like X and Reddit, hashtags like Let Hart Play and Justice for Carter have trended in Canada. Many users questioned the fairness of punishing someone who has been cleared in court, suggesting that the NHL and its franchises are caving to public pressure rather than following due process. This move by the Oilers is not happening in a vacuum. The team has been actively searching for goaltending solutions following a turbulent season marked by inconsistent netminding. When news broke that Hart, once considered one of the most promising young goalies in the league, was available, speculation rose, but the team's swift and categorical rejection of the idea has led many to believe that image management is taking precedence over athletic needs. Critics argue that this reflects a troubling trend in professional sports, the blurring of legal outcomes and moral judgment, while leagues and teams have every right to uphold their own ethical standards. The question remains, should those standards override the court of law? For Hart, whose career has already been derailed for over a year due to the ongoing investigation, the Oilers' rejection feels like yet another penalty in a game he legally won. Supporters of the Oilers' decision, however, see things differently. Some believe that even without a conviction, the association with a scandal of this magnitude is damaging to a team's reputation, especially in a city like Edmonton, where the Oilers are central to civic pride. They argue that the NHL, already facing criticism over past mishandlings of abuse cases, cannot afford to overlook the moral optics of reinstating someone tied, however indirectly, to such serious allegations. This situation mirrors similar controversies in other major sports leagues. NFL quarterback Deshaun Watson faced internal suspension despite not being criminally convicted. And MLB pitcher Trevor Bauer struggled to find a team even after his legal cases were dropped. In Hart's case, the precedent being set suggests that legal clearance does not guarantee professional reinstatement. A sobering thought for any athlete caught in a high-profile controversy. The emotional toll on Hart cannot be understated. Once hailed as the future of Canadian goaltending, his absence from the league has not only impacted his career, but also that of the teams he could have potentially uplifted. Teammates, coaches, and analysts have commented on his work ethic and leadership in the past, adding another layer of frustration for those who feel he is being unfairly sidelined. Meanwhile, the NHL remains tight-lipped. Commissioner Gary Bettman has emphasized the league's commitment to its independent conduct policy, which evaluates behavior not just on legal terms, but on the standards expected of professional athletes. Until that process is completed, Hart and his peers remain in a professional limbo, with their future uncertain and their past constantly resurfacing. For the Oilers, this decision may carry on nice consequences. With goaltending still a critical gap in their lineup, turning down a potentially game-changing player like Hart could be a missed opportunity. Some analysts are already questioning whether the team's moral stance will cost them competitiveness in a tightly contested Western Conference. As the story unfolds, one thing is clear: the divide between fans, management, and league policies is growing. Carter Hart's case has become more than just a hockey headline. It is a lens into how professional sports, legal accountability, and public opinion intersect in the modern age. Whether Hart ever steps on NHL ice again remains uncertain, but the conversation around his future is far from over. As the debate over Carter Hart's future intensifies, one thing is certain: Canadian hockey is at a crossroads between justice, image, and redemption, whether this decision by the Edmonton Oilers reflects caution or overreach. The spotlight on player accountability and second chances is not going away anytime soon. Stay tuned as the story continues to unfold. Like, share, and subscribe to West is Best for more exclusive updates, sports drama, and Canadian stories that matter.